I decided to share my story on this because Suicide Prevention Day is coming up on the 10th of September on Sunday, and I've never really spoke about it to anybody other than my ex-partner, and I think it's probably a good time to maybe come out and do it, as I says it's coming up and I feel as if I need to talk about it. The 7th of December 2020, my dad took his own life. Obviously a massive shock, didn't see it coming. Just a normal Monday, work out, and then got a phone call off my granny to say that obviously my dad took his own life. Didn't really know how to process it or deal with it first, and the first thing I says to her was, "Shut up, you're kidding on." And obviously that wasn't the case, so I had to kind of obviously deal with my family and tell my brothers, my sisters, and then it didn't really hit us until I'd phoned my mum maybe, and my mum and dad were split for years, but probably hearing her on the phone kind of made it more real for me that this has happened, and it's like, that's it. But I didn't really know what to do at that point, so got into the motor, go and pick my brother up, still kind of numb to it. Got home, and then I remember just breaking down in my room, and as I says, like my ex-partner at the time, she was with me, and probably that kind of broke me more because I didn't know what to do at the time. It's also a massive thing to take, and like you're having to explain it to your family and what's happened, and that was, it's a big burden on myself, as I'm the youngest out of my brothers and sisters, so it's hard to tell them that, look, my dad's passed away, and then having to deal with it yourself as well.
What did you do to process it?
I probably still haven't fully processed it. I don't think I've fully got the fact that obviously it's happened and that, because I'll never know why it happened. Like I could have asked my dad a million times how are you and that, and he wouldn't have broke anything to you. He'd have just been like, fine, I'm fine. I think that's just us as general, but as people, as guys especially, like I think you don't open up because it's just that sense of masculinity, like you don't want to look weak or whatever, but I don't really think I've processed it. I think more so now, at this point in time, I'm more finding ways to deal with it, but at the time I didn't have ways. I was using the wrong ways of dealing with it. I was doing stuff I shouldn't have been doing. I was drinking a lot more, and then when I was drinking, I was just making really stupid and bad choices that I didn't mean. I hung up like they weren't out like badness or anything. It was just, I think I felt that the world kind of owed me something for that, because that happened to me, and I just thought, like, I'm on something here, so I'm going to do what I want. And through that, I've hurt people, lots and lots of people. Biggest regret in my life, but it's you can only move forward and be better for that. But I think I could have went. You can go one or two ways, and I probably went the wrong way with it and went and started drinking more and doing stuff I shouldn't have been doing. Whereas there's people to speak to. Like, it's hard to speak to people, as I says, especially like you've got different charities and that you can speak to, and I think the first time you reach out is also the hardest time, because you want to tell yourself that you can get through it and you can do it yourself, but in reality it's everybody needs to kind of club together and do it together, but I felt at that time that I was alright, when in reality I wasn't. As looking back now, I can see that I definitely wasn't. Probably like pushing people away from me who were there to help me. But it's obviously it's hard to go through, especially at a young age. Like after 3 months after my dad passed away, I found out I was going to have a baby, you know, so that hurt me like a ton of bricks as well. And then I think more so understanding that he wasn't going to be there to meet my wee boy or whatever's, that took a big effect on me as well. But at the same time, I had to be there for my wee boy, so I still didn't go and get help. I still kept doing wrong stuff, and then it just got to a point that it was a breaking point for myself, which was February of this year, and I had split from my partner through, as I say, making bad choices. I'm not going to get into details because it's personal, but I just making bad choices, split from my partner, and I just felt that I was kind of done. I didn't really have a lot. I thought I threw everything away just through my own decisions because I hadn't dealt with my past trauma and how I was feeling, and I just thought it's kind of like I don't really have anything to be here for, and I think that's the state of mind you get into. But because once you're there, you don't really see past that. You can only see one way out, and that's what I did see. And on the 7th of February of this year, I decided I just had enough, and I took myself to Rochs train station at 10:30 at night and turned my phone off, everything, and decided that I was done. And no, I didn't even tell a lie, I didn't even turn my phone off. I put it on aeroplane mode so you don't get notifications or anything with aeroplane mode, but my phone buzzed in my pocket when I was standing on the platform just ready to go, and a notification on my phone went, and it was like a picture memory, and I wasn't going to look at it, but something just kind of told us like to have a look at that, and it was a picture of my wee boy and my ex-partner and that, and just like better times where like just happiness, do you know what I mean? Like it was just, that was a happy point for me, and that's kind of, it just hit me. I was just like, what are you doing? It was as if something just pushed me back. I felt as if I'd been pushed right back, and I broke down. I phoned my brother and that, and they came and picked me up. And since then, I've went and kind of sort of spoke to people more. This is the most I've ever spoke in my life. I've never spoke to anybody about my dad or anything other than my ex-partner's probably the only person I've spoke to about my dad, and I've struggled to get through even speaking about it, but it's just kind of the right time. I just feel as if it's time for me to share that kind of part of me, because if I can go through all that kind of stuff and go through my own stuff as well, it shows, like, people look for outside and say, oh, he plays football, he's got a wee boy, he's this or that, but it gets everybody, everywhere it's going to get you. I think you just need to be as a one and start speaking to people more. Especially like football community is good because you've got that kind of outlet. You've got your football 2 days a week, and then you've got your game on a Saturday, so it's good to even talk to the boys. Like, sometimes I'm one of the loudest at training, always, and you can ask any team I've ever been at, I'm always one of the loudest at training. But through the time when I was the loudest at training, I was struggling, and I didn't really open up to everybody or tell everybody that I was struggling. And I think me being loud in training was a kind of cry for help for me to do that. But I understand it is hard for people to come out and say, look, by the way, I'm struggling. But I watched the boy for Clydebank's video, Big Jamie, which I thought was brilliant. It was so brave of him to come out and do, especially so soon after, obviously, his dad. But he was right in what he says, even when you're warming up, just saying to somebody beside you, how you doing, how's your weekend, how's your work or whatever, it goes a long way, because I know personally when somebody just asks me like what's happening, it helps me a lot, definitely. But I think just sharing this and getting this out here, it's massive, because I think we need so much more exposure. Because if you look at the stats, it's mental, especially in young guys. How many young guys are doing it, do you know what I mean? The stats are wild, and I think we just need to kind of bring more attention to this, especially in the football community, because as I say, people look in and think that life's all brilliant because you play football and that, but you don't really know what's going on in people's personal lives. So I just hope that this can kind of help. I know it will help me definitely, because I've got this out here and it's something I've never, as I say, spoke about, but I hope that it can help even just one person, just my experiences and how I dealt with things. I hope somebody can take for that and no make the same mistakes that I've made, and also like understand that there is a way past it. You're going to get past it. I know like it does seem at the time there's nothing to get through, but you've got people around you who really do care about you, and I think you need to. It's hard to reach out, but even if somebody just asks you like how are you or what's happening, you don't need to tell them the full story. Just say, oh, I'm not really feeling too great today, and I think a lot of people will take to that and give you a bit of advice or talk to you, even give you a wee message. Just talk. I think that's the most important thing, just to talk, because I know from my experience, no talking led to kind of the position I was in at the start of the year, and it's hard to look back, because obviously things that have happened in that I regret 100%, but I'm proud to say like I'm still here. It's nearly 8-9 months on for it. I'm still here. I'm still kicking and pushing on and fighting, and no every day is brilliant. Obviously I still have my bad days, but I've got people that care about me and I can speak to, because I feel more comfortable speaking now and telling people my story, or even just telling people I'm not feeling too great today, and I think that's a massive thing. But I think fairer, I kind of owe a lot to my mum and my brother, my pals and all, and then my ex-partner especially, because even though together, she always checks up on us, always makes sure I'm alright, and she's a gem. So just there is really good people around you, and I think you need to just kind of understand that. And there's charities as well, hundreds of charities you can phone. Even just, you might not need to phone them, I'm sure you can do it online, see the online web chat and that, just something like that. Even just speak to somebody, just speak. But aye.
Tell us more about your experience for going for that night at the train station to how you're now.
Well,
what did you do?
After that night, I didn't really understand what had happened. I knew what I was going there today, but once I came back and I'd contacted my brother and that about it, I lay in my bed and I was numb to it. I didn't really understand what I was doing, and my man and that were trying to talk to me like, you know how your mum and that are, they always just be like, what are you doing, like why are you trying to do that? And I didn't really answer anybody. I just lay in my bed, and I remember I woke up the next morning, I went to work again, and I just thought, I need to get up and just go to work. But I'm in work miles away from it, miles away from it, knowing that I tried to kill myself the night previous, and I'm in my workplace and when people are laughing and joking and talking to me, none the wiser what's happened the night before. And I think that's another thing I know, like, talk to people in your work. You might not be close to them, but it's an outlet, do you know what I mean? But I didn't really know what had happened, and then that night when I came in for work, my man sat me down, just like they were worried about us, and they were asking us, going to get help, and I did. I contacted a place, it's what is it? I can't remember the name of it. It's a bereavement place, so it's, if you've lost somebody, do you know what I mean? Like, they'll phone you and that, and they'll help you, and it's free. It doesn't cost anything. It's a charity. It's funded purely through charity. I'll get the thing so you can put it in the link in that. But I'd contacted them and I'd spoke with them, and they helped us a lot. They put me in contact with, there's a 24-hour helpline. I think it's through the NHS as well, and they contact you and they'll phone you for like 2 weeks. They'll phone you once or twice a week for 2 weeks just to see how's things gone, how you feeling, like what did you get up to and that. It's not, no judgment, nothing. It's just a general chit chat. and through the couple of weeks in that I started to feel better, but I hadn't told anybody also what had happened other than people close to me, and then I'd spoke to my ex-partner about it because I didn't really feel comfortable taking my wee boy at the time, because the way I was feeling, it wouldn't be fair for me to take him when I'm feeling like that, and if something was to happen then it's on me, and it's not, I couldn't live myself if that was to happen. So I'd spoke to her about it, and again, as I says, like, she was brilliant, she was there, she spoke to me, always checked up on me, still does to this day, and aye, it's got better. It has got a lot better since then, to be fair. I talk a lot more, I speak to my pals a lot more, and I'm more open with how I'm feeling. I feel as if I'm comfortable telling people that I'm not feeling good, and and my man that constantly. Actually, it's getting to the point that it's bothering me now. My man coming in saying to me all the time, "Are you alright? How then? What you getting up to, or where are you going, or whatever?" But it's just that they care about me. I know they care about me by doing that. So I think just having people around me is probably having people around me and people who care about me and check up on me, and speaking is the reason I'm here today. And also I believe that there's somebody watching me that night that I was going to do that, and I believe that that's the reason I'm still here. And aye, that's pretty much aye. I believe I'm here for that reason, because I had somebody watching me and to tell my story maybe.
Do you have days where you recognise when you're going to have a bad day, and have you got anything that you do that you know you can counteract that?
I do, to be fair. See, if I wake up in the morning, I'm going to give a shout out to somebody, because he's constantly on me every single day. He plays with me as well, my best mate, wee Joe Slee, constantly says to me, see, if you're waking up in the morning and you're thinking, I can't be bothered going to work, I can't be bothered doing this, I feel like crap or whatever, don't wake up and just think to yourself, I'm going to have a good day today, and it's going to be a good day today, I'm going to do this or do that or whatever. Just try and wake up with a positive, just give yourself a positive, maybe, even if it's safe. I know it's hard, and when you're in that state of mind, that to go and exercise, I know that first time myself, but like, see, even just getting up and going to walk, like something like that. Some days I'll get up at half 6 in the morning before my work, and I'll just go a walk, just because I know if I get out of the way, I'm getting a bit of fresh air, I'm clearing my head. When I did go through that, I put on, I must have put on about, I think I put on about 4 stone from November to the end of April. It was end of April. I'd really let myself go, just because what had happened, and then I was just feeling terrible about myself. And then towards the end of April, something just kind of clicked. I think because I'd started speaking more to people, and especially with Joe and that, I started getting myself back to the gym and getting fit and getting my head in the right place. And exercise is like, going to the gym and that, and football has been a massive part of how I'm other now and how I feel now. But it's hard, as I say, it's hard to tell somebody to go out and exercise, because it's difficult to go to a gym surrounded by people who you're like, they look better than me, or they can do more weight in me and lift, or such and such, when you're feeling bad about yourself as it is. But as I say, go a walk, like, try and get out, go a walk, try and just do something like positive for that day. Like, people say go and take a cold shower in the morning, I can't do that, I don't like the cold. But I just try and wake up and push yourself to do something that you know you're going to feel good about. Something that makes you feel good, I think, can set up your full day. And at the same time, what makes you feel good, it might not make other people feel good, but at the end of the day, you need to look out for number one, and that's yourself. So if that makes you feel good, do it. Just do what you want to do.
Are you back enjoying your football again?
Loving my football, mate. Been injured for the last 4 weeks, but aye, loving it. And I think the the team I've got around me I know is massive to how I feel, because everybody's just brilliant, everybody gets on with everybody, and it's brilliant to be a part of. Yeah.